Hello ladies and gentlemen, we have some more matches, StarCraft 2 action. We have Stephano from Evil Genius in the top right versus Team Liquid's Snute in the bottom left. Speed it up just a little bit at the beginning. This is from the Homestory Cup. I believe this was a best of 5 series, might have been a best of 3, but just kind of picking and choosing a few games here and there that look cool. Mostly because casting 5 games of ZVZ would probably make my eyeballs turn around and start staring into the back of my skull. But I don't mind mixing in once in a while, just because how much this matchup depends on build orders. Babe. Guess. Stephano's getting... He always used to just say the people's names, so it looks like he's starting to play around a bit more and have a bit more fun with this language. Snute, the newest member of Team Liquid, doing quite well, performing very, very well at even the early stages. For me, because Team Liquid brings on players a little bit more rarely. I mean, they took on a bunch of people last year with Tasia and Hero and so forth. But it just feels like it'd be such a right and a privilege to be part of Team Liquid because they don't just bring people in all the time. Evil Genius is obviously an awesome team, but they seem to move around with players a lot more frequently. Team Liquid, more about just picking and choosing people they really believe in and formulating around that. Both players seem to have fairly identical builds. We did have a gas here for Snute, and it looked like a bit of an earlier gas here for Stephano. So the speed for Stephano will be finishing up a lot sooner. But you can see that there's a bit of a difference in supply. He's put those extra resources into more economy. Baneling Nest as well, so it looks as though we're going to be seeing pressure coming out here in the next little bit from Stephano. He's going to want to probably try to go for something a bit earlier. Slow down again. Roach Warren. This looks more like a style that I would play. Skipping over the speed, going straight for Roach, and just hoping that, you know what, if I make this happen, if I can get all my roaches, you're going to be sorry. Roaches, if you can get out enough roaches and hold off against a big pile of zerglings, you generally can do quite well, because it takes so much to kill off a big pile of roaches. You need a lot of zerglings to kill off a pile of roaches. But roaches are so immobile and it takes so long to get speed that I don't know if it's going to work out. Roach 1's just finishing up. Layer timing is almost exactly the same. Roach 1 has just started for Stephano, and he's pumping out another big pile of workers. So we'll see that they're actually quite equal. Nope. Big pile just popped, but we're going to see a big pile just pop for Stephano, and it's actually going to be pretty equal. Still no attacking units yet. There's been no roaches actually produced for Snute. Well, he got supply blocked massively. 4 overlords at a time. That's a pretty big supply block. Now he's producing roaches. Bit of a delay though. 1-1 is pretty evenly timed for both players. There's still no speed out for Snute. So if he gets caught and lets in a lot of zerglings, he's going to get trounced. Back on this side, because... Uh-oh, no. That's what I meant. Well, because he only got 3 workers total. It wasn't that much for the amount of zerglings traded away. Speed, fairly evenly timed. The +1 attack, fairly evenly timed. So they're going to be on even footings. The good thing about having speed out, though, is it allows you to be able to get more map control, and you can see that Stephano has got down an earlier third base. Snute knows this, and Snute also has a much higher supply and army. He's probably going to wait for his speed to finish. It's still a pretty big rally distance, so if he goes in there with not enough roaches and loses, he's going to be in a pretty tough spot. Looks like the first pile's ready to go. 16. Let's look at the units tab here, the number of roaches. It's 20 to 14 right now. Once again, the defender's advantage for Zerg is really huge. Spawning down here, and obviously being able to defend much more quickly. 25 to 19, but with the actual fighting force, pretty good concave here for Stephano. Yeah, this isn't going to work out well for Snute at all. Got a little bit too aggressive here, I think. These Zerglings are actually going to slow down things a lot. Stephano with his Warcraft 3 background is probably going to be able to help, you know, mess this up a little bit. Big supply lead now for Stephano, and Snute is going to be on the back foot for a while. He's going to be able to fall back to his crawler though. And he should be able to hold this off, I think, okay. Hopefully. Don't know. It's a lot of roaches for Stephano. Crawler died. Queen's coming down. Put in a little bit of last minute help. I don't think it's going to be enough though. Supplies are about even, but now there's just these overwhelming numbers taking out rallying units. Yeah, it looks like Snute just got a little bit over aggressive and pushed out with not having enough of a lead. That's gonna cost him. Nothing fancy about that thing from Stephano either. He got himself a bit of a lead, used his Zerglings to be able to keep a bit of map control, get an earlier base, waited for his opponent to attack. You don't even see great creep spread like Snute has. Just waited for more units, beat it back, and then had an overwhelming advantage crossing the map. Smart play out of Stephano, very simple. I find it kind of elegant actually. Anywho, got some more games coming real soon, and we'll talk to you guys later.